Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about very basics of artificial intelligence AI. It's a very simple guide, okay, but I have plans for teaching about advanced things like RAG and AI developments, including computer vision and other things. Okay, if you are interested, just follow me. Okay, first of all, what is AI? We can say that AI is a way of making computers think and act like humans, but it is exactly not correct as of now. It cannot think up to the level of humans, and it won't act like a human. But just for simple definition, we can say like this. Okay, right now the examples are Apple's Siri, Amazon's Alexa, Google Assistant, like that. A lot of voice assistants are there, right? You might have used with your phone, right? And these days we are finding the uh, uses of a lot of chatbots like ChatGPT, OpenAI's ChatGPT, and Google Gemini, and a lot of new things like recently DeepSeek is trending, right? And Perplexity AI, like that. A lot of chatbots are available, AI-based chatbots. Okay, and obviously self-driving cars. Already, the service of self-driving cars started in few places, and without human driver, the cars can drive automatically. It is fully depending on artificial intelligence, right? But it involves a lot of different technologies. Maybe that kind of things I will be explaining detail in other videos. Okay, so this is about AI in our daily life. In our daily life, we use Google search, right? These days, Google search is fully powered by AI, so that it can show relevant search results for us. Okay, and in case of streaming services like Netflix and YouTube, AI can suggest movies and videos very much related to our viewing experience. Okay, for that, AI plays an important role, right? And chatbots, like a lot of companies are using AI chatbots for doing customer support. And you might have used Google Lens. For example, when you're going to some different place and you're seeing signboard written in some other language, if you're not able to read it, you can just use Google Lens to automatically translate it into your desired language, right? And if you are not knowing some object, you can just use the Google Lens to know the details of that object, right? So these are all the examples of AI in our daily life, right? And but as I said earlier, each and every use case is using different kind of AI, right? Even if you are saying AI generally, internally it's having a lot of different components. Like uh, you might have heard about generative AI, right? LLMs like ChatGPT and Gemini, and computer vision kind of AIs are there. Even in each kind of like a particular category, there are different algorithms behind them. Okay, so it's a completely huge field, but this video purpose is to give some overview about AI. In case of AI in our daily life, if you are familiar with ChatGPT, you might be knowing the daily use of AI, right? For example, when I thought of creating this video, initially I thought it will be taking significant time, so whether I need to create this video or not, like that I was thinking. But just I decided to ask ChatGPT, create a PPT to give details about basics of AI. So immediately it created the PPT file itself. When I opened the PPT, that aspect ratio was not fitting with the YouTube aspect ratio. So again, I asked to change the aspect ratio. It immediately changed. Then I asked it to include that footer with rajamanikam.com. So it added that footer. So it's like it is like just obeying our orders, like that. Okay. So in that case, we can use it for various purposes. Okay, so it's a really useful thing. And let me explain the next thing. So types of AI. So we can categorize AI in different manners. So it's a very simple way of categorizing narrow AI and general AI. Narrow AI is in the sense currently, as I said, each service is using its own kind of AI models and algorithms. In case of Google Translate, it will be different. We cannot use the same thing for self-driving cars. Self-driving cars, that will be having different set of AI algorithms, models, and training data like that, right? And generally AI is it is like exactly acting as humans, but still it's not yet developed. You might have heard about AGI, right? Apart from that, even some people are talking about like super intelligence, ASI. Okay, it is beyond humans' capabilities. So that is completely different topic. Okay, but as of now, narrow AI is very much practical. Okay, and generally AGI is in development. Okay, that is what we can say. So mostly whatever we are talking, almost everyone is talking, is related to narrow AI, except some researchers who are involving with AGI. Okay, so basic AI concept. So first of all, we should understand what is machine learning, ML, and deep learning, and NLP, natural language processing. These are the frequently heard words related to AI, right? In case of machine learning, it's like basically AI is like it's learning, right? In case of traditional programming, we have to write the coding to handle each and every step, right? But in case of AI, it will be learning. So something like similar to a child uh, learns a lot of things by doing and experimenting the environment, right? So exploring environment. So similarly, AI also learning. That's what we call AI. Otherwise, it will be like general programming, right? So in case of machine learning, AI learns from data. Like in case of spam email detection, we have to give a lot of sample spam emails, right? And good emails also we have to give. Then after that, it will be able to categorize the new email, right? And in that process, we have to train it. Suppose if you are getting one email, initially we have to train like this email is spam or it is not spam, like that. Okay, then only it will be able to categorize the next emails. Deep learning, it's a kind of algorithm. Okay, but it uses neural networks. Okay, we can say the example as face recognition. Okay, so it will be using neural networks to identify the patterns, okay, automatically. But if you go through various articles, mostly the machine learning, deep learning, that things in general AI, that words are used in different contexts, or maybe in some cases interchangeably also. Okay, so we need not give more importance to the words, because from general people's perspective, that words are used in different context, and scientists and researchers are using in different way. Okay, so don't give more importance. Okay, so because that is what I want to say, because a lot of videos and articles are trying to differentiate what is machine learning, what's deep learning. I understand that there is a solid definition, and yeah, there is a clear cut difference. But if you watch some other tutorial videos or things, some people are using it in a wrong way. Okay, then you will be getting confused. So better we can avoid that kind of confusions by not focusing on exact definitions of these words. Okay, so they're getting, the main reason is they're getting new meaning every day because of a lot of new developments. So uh, just we can say that AI in any general thing. Okay, but in case if you are going to do some kind of AI development, that case is different. It's based on context, which model you are going to use, that thing. So that we can discuss later when we talk about that things. Okay, natural language processing, NLP. It is the mostly used thing as of now. The Chat GPT. If you ask something, um, Like if you want to ask what is the capital of Tamil Nadu, you can ask what is the capital of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is capital. Which is Tamil Nadu's capital. Tell me the name of the Tamil Nadu capital. Like that. A lot of things you can rephrase, right? But ultimately, it is pointing to the same thing. It's a natural language, so the AI will be able to understand each variation of the question and get the real meaning, and it's able to give the relevant answer, right? It is natural language processing, NLP. So NLP is developed a lot. So right now, a lot of applications we are using. Say, for example, previously, in case of some customer support, other things, we have to ask in certain ways. But right now, we can ask any questions. So even for like creating applications, everything, like if you go through a lot of new applications, you'll be finding some kind of built-in AI tool so that we can interact with the application with the help of natural language processing, NLP, so that we can just talk in general language. It will be understood by the application, right? NLP is the important thing in this way, but a lot of other things also there. Computer vision. In case of multimodal things, we can talk a lot of things. Okay. So if you want to explore that, just use Google Lens. Okay. To recognize objects, to do the translation. Okay. You can just go through that. You can use app, or in the web interface also, Google is providing that lens icon, right? If you click that, it will be starting Google Lens. Okay. And definitely you should be trying to use the ChatGPT extensively. Okay. Actually, I already created a course about prompt engineering. If you are interested, you can get that course and go through that. Okay. A lot of techniques are there for effectively using ChatGPT. Okay. And you can use AI generated images. Based on my understanding, still it's in development. Even video also there, right? AI generated videos. But they're like we have to pay for that, are limited. But in case of text-based and image-based, that are almost even in the ChatGPT itself, we can use images. Say, for example, if you want to get the details from particular image, you can just upload the image and you can ask questions. Okay. But a lot of things are there. Even you can talk with PDF. A lot of applications are just, you can do some Google search, find a lot of sample applications. Okay, they will be offering some free usage. Okay, just to upload the PDF and ask questions. It will be giving answer from your own PDF. Okay, these are all like I'll be talking more about when I am teaching about RAG, retrieval augmented generation. So these are some kind of categories of AI supervised ML. As I explained earlier, spam email detection. We have to label it properly. This is spam, this is not spam, like that. For say, for example, if you are doing it for 100 emails, it will start working automatically for upcoming next emails. Okay, it's known as supervised ML because we are manually marking it, right, labeling it. Like a house price prediction, we have to give the details about current prices or things, then only it will be able to predict that. Similarly, fraud detection. Okay, so these kinds of things we have to specify whether it is fraud or not, like that. So it is known as supervised ML. Unsupervised ML is like customer segmentation, anomaly detection, topic modeling, that kind of things. Okay. It means we need not exactly give the labels. If we give the data, it will group the data based on the patterns identified, and then it will proceed further. Okay. Suppose customer segmentation means based on the customer data, available data, it can group the customers. Suppose someone is, in case of say, for example, Amazon, if some customers are always buying e-books and some customers are buying like paperback book, you can categorize that based on that automatically. We need not give that this customer is buying ebook like that. Okay, reinforcement learning is like it uses machine learning, but it will be using again deep learning also. Okay, a neural network. So that it will be like more powerful. Okay. Deep learning is like CNN, convolutional neural network, and RNN transformers. That kind of different kind of neural networks are there. Okay. Mostly the computer vision technologies are using CNN. Okay. In case of self-driving cars, that's vision technology is getting used. Face recognition also similar thing. And the recent improvements happening with ChatGPT and Google Translate, that kind of things, they are using transformers, new kind of model. Okay. And similarly, each and every kind of approach is using its own algorithm, like logistic regression, decision trees, linear regression, random forest, k-means clustering, like that. A lot of different algorithms are there. As a general user, for a developer, it is not that much important initially. Okay. We have to understand what kind of models we have to use. As a beginner, first of all, we should understand what kind of application is more suitable for us. And if you are further planning to do development, then we can think about what kind of models and training approaches we have to use. And in case of further using algorithms or things, that is entirely different thing. But in some cases, some applications also, they will be giving options whether you are going to use this algorithm or that algorithm, like that. In that case, it is better to have some basic understanding about different algorithms also. Okay, so that we can do it in a better way. This is the overview. Okay, but as a beginner, we need not worry much about those things. Okay. A lot of things we can do without knowing the internal details about how it's working. Okay, we should know how to use that as a very beginner, how to use it like ChatGPT and other AI tools by understanding the prompt engineering properly. As a AI developer, you should know how to use the API and how to choose appropriate models and how to train it effectively. That kind of information we should be knowing. Okay. Based on the levels, maybe I will be uploading different videos. Okay. So in case of ML versus DL, as I said, we need not to worry much about that. Okay, we don't spend much time in doing that kind of thing. But just a general idea, we can say that ML can work with structured data, tables, small data sets like that. Okay. In case of deep learning, it is powerful for unstructured data because it is a kind of neural network, right? So it can think mostly like humans. So it will be useful for images and speech, that kind of thing. Okay, unstructured data. And we can think like ML is like learning with a teacher who helps select important features. Okay, suppose we can think like a teacher ML. Right? He has to teach the students, right? You have to like suppose if a teacher is showing a student an elephant, the teacher will be saying that it is elephant's eye, it is elephant's tusk, like that, right? But in case of DL, it's self-learning student. Okay, some students will be better in understanding the things. Okay, so they will be able to differentiate the things. So it's a self-learning student DL. ML is learning with the teacher. Okay. So next thing is future of AI. Already it started using in self-driving cars, but it will be improved in the coming days. And medicine, lot of improvements are there, like detecting the disease by automatically checking the X-rays or scanned images. Okay, and as of now, it is up to the markup doctors. In some cases, AI is doing extraordinary works better than doctors in identifying the diseases. Okay, and self-driving cars and a lot of creative fields. Okay, So ethical concerns always there in kind of new technologies because many people are worrying about AI replacing jobs, and the major thing is deep fakes, like a lot of fraud images and videos are getting circulated, right? There should be some control for that. Okay.